Hey everybody, it's the Crazy Kick-Ass Kylie, and I hope you are having a magical Make It Happen Monday wherever in the world you are tuning in from. So if you're here, say good day. Let me know if you are catching me live or if you are watching the replay, and let me know where in the world you are watching from. So today I wanted to share a little bit about my story. I wanted to get real and raw and vulnerable with you. And this message is specifically for women entrepreneurs who are achievers and achieving really good results, but you're not quite where you know that you are, that you're feeling called towards, right? So it's how to break through those barriers and limiting beliefs. And look, I want to be really real with you guys today. So if you want to be real, pop in the comments, real and raw, bring it on, Kyles. And I'm really wanting to, I guess, get out of my comfort zone in sharing this part of my story with you in the hope that I can also inspire you to get out of your own way as well. So for those of you who know my story, so 6 years ago, we actually lost everything. So boom, overnight, I remember receiving that phone call and, that literally everything was gone. And we were in a space where we had no income. We were forced to sell a home and everything that we owned. We even had our car repossessed. Like I'd hit rock bottom. And so for me, for those next 5 years, I was hanging on to this story that I was a failure. Now, if we actually, start to unpack what really happened. So a little bit of history for those of you who don't know my story. So I bought a gym in 2004. It was about to close its doors, and I was able to triple the business in the first year, fully systemized it, had it fully managed. We grew it 500% in the next 5 years. And then we franchised and grew to a group of 13 clubs. Now, at the same time, I was also the head coach of the National College of Business and coached hundreds of business owners, wrote course content. And I felt like that was something that I was absolutely born to do. I loved it. But as our fitness business continued to grow, I decided to stop doing the coaching side of things so I could focus on our business. And then ultimately, I was 39 and I woke up in a life that I didn't sign up for. I was stressed to the eyeballs. We were going through litigation with one of our franchisees, and it just wasn't fun anymore. And fun, family, and freedom are my 3 top values, underpinned by love and integrity. And so I felt like, no longer, and when I created our gym business, our vision was to create a happy, healthy, and wealthy world. And I felt like we were so far away from that. And I was dealing with lawyers and accountants, and, that wasn't what I wanted to be doing. So essentially, we found someone to buy us out over a 3-year plan. And I think it was about 8 months in. And unfortunately, he went under, and then that took us down with him. So for years, I was beating myself up. I was stuck in self-sabotage and feeling like I wasn't worthy, like I had to punish myself. But the biggest thing was I didn't believe in me. And then a beautiful friend of mine, she reached out and offered me an opportunity to join her in a network marketing business in the travel industry. And I love travel, and it was all about fun and freedom, and it was so speaking my language. And that allowed me to essentially rebuild myself back up. I was Humpty Dumpty. I'd fallen off my wall, and I was just broken, shattered in so many pieces. And so this just allowed me to rebuild myself, to rebuild my confidence, to rebuild my belief in me, but to let go of that story that I was a failure and that I couldn't coach someone else in business because I had failed in business. And then I found out that most successful entrepreneurs have actually failed in business in one shape or form. And as my little sign says in the background there, mistakes are proof that you're trying. And the whole amateur versus pro, and amateurs make mistakes. They beat themselves up and they blame and they complain, and they have that emotional meltdown, and it's the end of the world. When a pro or a leader makes a mistake, they adjust. right? They adjust their sails and they look at what do they need to change or improve, and they take responsibility. And that's a big part of the lesson that I want to share with you. But the first part to the lesson, and so in May last year, I finally got the courage and the confidence to relaunch my coaching business. And with that, we launched, ironically, our Clarity Challenge. And, we did really, really well. We had 13 people sign up to my very first online program. And then I saw the shifts that they were getting. And the more I coached them, the better results they got. And then the more confidence that that actually gave me. And then I continued to, build new programs, put my prices up, build new programs, put my prices up. And to the point that in November last year, I was this close from doing a $40,000 month, which was really, really cool. And then, of course, Christmas hit, and then we moved interstate, and then my ex-husband decided to leave me after 19 years of marriage, and then COVID hit, and it was like, boom, I was straight back to zero again, starting all over again. And so again, I just kept thinking, what is the lesson? What is it that I need to get from all of this? And one of my favorite sayings is, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I'm thinking, you know what? This is preparing me for something. And clearly I need to believe in me. I need to step into my power. And that's where, and I'm sure you've heard this, with COVID, we all had to pivot. We needed to pivot and look at how we could actually make an impact to the people out there who were hurting. And so I created my Launch with Love program, teaching, incredible women entrepreneurs how they could turn their passion into an online program and launch it from a place of love so that they could make an impact doing what they loved, but also with the balance and freedom to create a life that they loved. And so we brought our first intake through, and again, so many results. And it was really so quickly that I was getting really good results in my business. And, on a personal level, as you all know, I've been on a mission to release 50 kilos. I set a goal this year to be a happy, healthy, sexy, strong 68 kilo size 10. So personally, I was walking those 10,000 steps a day, and I released 20 kilos, got to a size 14. So again, I was having good results. Like I lost released 20 kilos. Like that was a really good result. But then something happened this week. When I was delivering my clarity workshop. And part of what I was delivering was around the hedgehog principle. But this title, Good to Great, it really had me think good is the enemy of great. And I was thinking, I'm having really good results in my business. I'm having really good results in my life. I'm having really good results with my health and well-being, having released those 20 kilos. But this year I set the goal to get back to a 7-figure business. And I felt like I was light years from that. And I set the goal to release 50 kilos and be a size 10, not 20 kilos and be a size 14. So whilst I've achieved good results, I had to take, and this is the second part of the lesson, personal responsibility that I wasn't yet where I had set myself my goal to be. And I think for all women entrepreneurs and achievers out there, this is something that we all tend to do. We set ourselves a massive goal, and then we take action and we get a really good result. And it's so easy to sit there in that comfort zone and enjoy it. And listen, I've got a really good life. I walk on the beach most days. I have a really good relationship with my kids. Life is pretty cruisy. And, my worst day is someone else's Nevada. But I'm not where I said I wanted to be. And this is where, this is my message for you, is it's time for you to take personal responsibility for where you are in your life and your business and for where you're not, and to really take a snapshot of where you are right now and saying, okay, I've achieved this. I took this action to get to here, but where do I now need to go? What's my next action to actually get to where I want to be? And when I was doing this clarity workshop with these amazing ladies, I'm coaching them on, what do you really want? What's holding you back? Where are you really at right now? What are those daily disciplines to move forward? And what's your success strategy? And I realized I hadn't been continuing through with my daily disciplines. I'd stopped doing my 10,000 steps a day. I had stopped doing a lot of the activities, the income producing activities in my business, because I'd worked out what I could do to just cruise through, right? And achieve those good results. But going to that next level meant really getting out of my comfort zone. It meant facing my fears and breaking through those barriers. And it's only when the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of taking action that most of us will actually take that next step. And one of the things that I love about coaching other people, from a place of integrity, I have to practice what I preach. And so here I was coaching these amazing ladies last week, but kicking my own ass and actually feeling sick to the stomach because I have been sitting in this really good plateau for 3 months. So I'm sharing this with you with the hope that I've inspired you today, that you actually take a look at yourself and say, where are you holding yourself back? What are the limiting beliefs and stories that you've got in your head? And what is the one thing that that if you did that one thing, that's going to have a profound, difference in whatever area of your business or your life that is that you're wanting to push forward. And so for me, mid-challenge, I instantly knew with my health, every single time I stick to my plan, and one of the key components of my plan is 10,000 steps a day. When I do that, the weight falls away. And the same with my business. There were so many elements. And here's the thing, like, as a really strong alpha woman, one of the biggest things that holds us back is we want to control everything. We want to do everything ourselves. So that was a really huge shift that I had to make. And, we had a couple of fuck ups last week. There were a couple of things that happened and I take full responsibility for those, but that was because, we needed to scale the business and I needed to actually empower other people to have responsibilities in those areas, which of course we've now made those tweaks and changes in the business. And we are so excited to be absolutely, full on moving forward. And so I had an incredible meeting with my right-hand woman, my kick-ass ninja today. And oh my gosh, we have planned out the rest of the year. We've mapped everything out. We know when we've got challenges and masterclasses and who's doing what. And we are so excited for the new courses and programs that we're launching next year. But my question to you is, where are you holding yourself back? Because we all have this handbrake. So it's time for you to release the handbrake, to step into your power, to not have good results, but to have great results. And typically it's going to be fear that's holding you back. So what is that fear? Because we can fuck everything and run, or we can face everything and rise. And so for me, the program that I have just launched in our Clarity Workshop this week, this has been a dream of mine for 6 years. When I hit rock bottom, when we lost everything, and I remember my husband at the time asking me this really profound question. And he said to me, he's like, well, if you don't want to do this anymore with the gyms, like, what do you want to do? If you could do absolutely anything, what would that be? And with so much conviction and certainty and clarity, like soul conscious clarity, I said, I want to run the business mastery program that I used to lead at the National College of Business, but I want to create my version of that. And I want to do it online, and I want to work with women entrepreneurs, and I want to empower them to get all of those business foundations in place that most people just don't know what they don't know, so that they're set up right, so that they can make an impact doing what they love, but in a leverage way online, so they can work from anywhere and have the balance and freedom to have fun with their family, to create a life that they absolutely love. And so I have wanted to do this for 6 years, 6 fucking years. And I have held myself back because I was still stuck in that story that who am I to contribute to someone else as a business coach, having this story of I'm a failure because we had lost everything. And so I had to take personal responsibility for that and face my fears. And, for those of you who've read Think and Grow Rich, chapter 15, dun, 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 how to outwit the 6 ghosts of fear. And when fear is holding you back, that is going to keep you in that good zone. And I know that you are not someone who wants to be in the good zone, right? You want to be in the great zone. So please take my lesson because, oh my gosh, like seeing the response from these ladies when we launched what we're now calling our Business KickAssity Program, which is a 13-month program, all of the foundations that you need to succeed in business, because only 5% of businesses launched make it through their first year, which means 95% fail. And of those 5% that make it through the first year, a further 95% of them fail within the first 5 years. Like, that is such a small percentage. And, the other side of it is the people who are successful, I was seeing them like I was, stressed to the eyeballs, trapped and consumed by their business because it wasn't set up the right way. So I am so freaking passionate about this. This has been a dream realized that I have been sitting on for 6 years. And looking back in reflection, it absolutely makes me sick that I have let fear hold me back from launching this. So my question to you is, where is fear holding you back? If you could do anything, what do you want to do? What is your genius gift for the world? For me, it's business and entrepreneurialism. It absolutely is. Like, it is my gift. And I'm fantastic at taking someone's genius gift, their strength, their passion, their idea, and packaging it up and turning it into an online program that we can launch and ultimately scale to 6 and multiple 6 figures, but having balance where you can work from anywhere and you're working less than 10 hours a week. But if you don't have all of these right foundations in place, you will get trapped like everybody else that I used to coach. And I'd see it like, they had busted relationships. They were unhappy. They were unhealthy. Like, their kids were screaming out for their attention because they hadn't started with the end in mind. And so I love to be able to work with my ladies, get them set up the right way. So yes, they're making the impact and the income, but they still have a life, they're still having fun. They're doing cool shit. And that is what I'm all about. So if you like the sound of that, then I would love for you to come join me in our KickAssity Academy inside of our Business KickAssity program. And I think it's a winning formula in that there are 3 areas that we focus on. The first one is content. So you're getting, we have a theme every month where you're getting content. So you're learning new information, the knowledge that you need in your business. And I know that the quote says knowledge is power, but that's not the case. Applied knowledge is power. So you basically getting the knowledge, and then the second part is the coaching. So then you're getting coaching with me, Coach Kylie, where I actually hold you accountable. I don't listen to the stories in your head. I don't listen to, the fear. I don't listen to, the belief systems that you've been programmed and conditioned with over a lifetime. I see you as your possibility. So I'm going to hold you accountable because you can have results or excuses. You can't have both. And then the third part, which I think is the part that, a lot of our ladies just absolutely love, is the community. Group coaching is so powerful. And, again, in Think and Grow Rich, they refer to the power of a mastermind. And, our ladies being able to collaborate and connect with each other, to support each other when they need that love and, someone to lift them up, to high five them and celebrate them when they have the wins. And, these ladies have now become such great friends, and you do become an average of the 5 people that you spend the most amount of time with. And, I'm sure you've heard the saying, if you can't change your friends, change your friends. So in a business sense, we don't want you to not hang out with your friends. We just want to offer you a community of amazing kick-ass women who can be your new business friends that you can hang out with. So If you like the sound of that, then you just need to go to kickaskkylie.com. I will pop the link below. And if you're watching it live, I promise you, as soon as I finish this video, I'll pop the link up in the description. So if you know any women entrepreneurs who are achievers, who are achieving good results, but you know that they want to go to the next level, and having been there, like I've got to say, I have been fucking frustrated for 6 years trying to figure out what the lesson is. And the magic was in me. The magic was in me doing what I have been procrastinating about. It was facing my fears and stepping forward, stepping into my power and claiming it. And oh my gosh, like seriously, in the last like little bit, my whole life has changed because I finally decided to stop letting fear holding me back. So I'm so proud to be able to share this with you today. And I feel so truly excited and blessed and honored to be opening the doors to our Business KickAssity program. And this is a 13-month program for you to create a business and life that you absolutely love, one that makes a massive impact in the world doing what you love, one that's leverage, one that creates a win-win-win. It's a win for you, it's a win for the world, and it's a win for all of your clients who want to work with you and your family, that you know you actually get to have fun and have freedom. The balance, my gosh, balance is so important. So we are the balanced business babes. And hey, look, sometimes we do have to hustle. Last week was one of those weeks for me. You know, we had to hustle because we were really pushing the boundaries to, you know, launch a brand new program in those compressed timeframes. But when you have the system in place, you can absolutely do that. But now this week is back to balance. I had a beautiful lunch on the water today, went and had a look at a beautiful waterfront mansion, which was absolutely divine, and about to go for another walk. I had a walk on the beach this morning. You know, this is what life should be about. So if you are not living your dream life, if you are holding your back, stuck in your comfort zone, then I would love for you to come join us inside of our KickAssity Academy so I can kick your ass, but most importantly, so that you can kick ass fast to create that life and business that you absolutely love. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If you enjoyed me sharing my story, give me a hashtag value and smash the heart button. And I would love to hear your feedback and insights. You know, what was the most valuable gift that you got from my live today? And if you know someone who needs to hear this, then please tag them or share this video. So thank you so much for watching. I really am truly so honored and grateful that you've invested your time today to hang out with me and watch this video when you could have been doing a whole bunch of other stuff. But the most important thing is, don't just watch this and go, I feel really inspired, I feel good. Like, watch this and take fucking action, because you only have one life and time's ticking. So go to kickaskkylie.com, click on that Business KickAssity. There's a regular and a VIP. You can literally get started for $297 a month, which is so freaking ridiculously low priced for what you're actually getting in return. If you have any questions, shoot me a message. And otherwise, I cannot wait to see you on the inside. So have an awesome afternoon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Mwah. Bye.